Welcome to Lubera, the Swiss fruit and berry plum producers and breeders. My name is Markus. Behind the camera and before the camera is Simon Crawford, breeder of Burpee and Burpee Europe. And Simon, you have bred a bunch of new tomatoes. You can talk a little bit about these varieties and test these varieties. And I think next year we will have in our seed assortment of Pennard Lubera seeds.
Thank you very much, Markus. To start with, we have our new blight-resistant plum, which is called Nagina. It's an early ripening variety. One of the major problems with so many of the plums is that they're late ripening. Nagina is early ripening and has a reasonable flavour. It is quite a good texture, quite a good thick flesh, and it has an undertone of slight acidity, but not too strong, with a hint of sweetness. Recommended for cooking. Slightly thick skin, and I think that's one of the compromises, but a very, very useful variety. This variety is Cocktail Crush. I call it our blight-resistant Hartsfeuer. It's a very early fruiting variety, short internodes, so quite compact and to be staked. And it's a fruit with some acidity, a nice tang, quite refreshing fruit and juicy. This variety is a variety called Rugby, sort of rugby ball shaped. Very good cooking tomato, not particularly strongly flavoured, but very nice texture.
It's also resistant or not resistant?
This isn't resistant to blight. Fairly mild flavour, but very, very useful for making sauces, for pasta dishes and that kind of thing. Then one of my favourites is the variety Shimmer, which is this striped variety. And it has a depth of flavour and acidity that is really astonishing. Sweetness, but then this background which is really rich. And then finally the dessert tomato, which has some resistance to blight, but it's not as strong as the Cocktail Crush or the Nagina. It's called Honeycomb, and yeah, you could almost just use it as a berry fruit in a fruit salad if you wanted to. Very sweet, not for everyone perhaps, but incredibly rich and flavourful.
Of plants, you have said resistant to late blight. But what is the architecture of the plant? These are indeterminate?
They're all indeterminate types. They can either be grown staked and side-shooted, or they can be grown inside a cage, American cage style production, allowing the side shoots to grow up and produce more fruit.
But if you're growing with the side shoots, the quality of the singular fruit is going down because the crop will be much bigger?
The fruit become a little smaller. You can see that with Cocktail Crush you might have this sort of variation in size. It won't be massive, but certainly with larger fruited types that can have a major effect. But in the case of these varieties, I think allowing the side shoots to develop will reduce fruit size a little, but not, it won't make a massive difference.
What type of growing you are preferring?
I prefer these to grow outside staked, all of these varieties, apart from the Rugby, which should be grown indoors because it doesn't have very strong blight resistance. The strong blight resistance is in the Nagina and the Cocktail Crush. The moderate resistance is in the Shimmer and the Honeycomb.
Okay, and outside you prefer to have them staked and single or two stems?
Single or two stems,
yeah,
I think.
Because then the air is coming in and it's drying faster and things like that.
That helps yes, it helps the environment and it helps the humidity around the plant by reducing the stems.
It's a little bit of late blight, it's not growing so fast.
That's absolutely right, Markus, yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you very much, Simon, and
thank you.
Breeding new tomatoes.
Thank you, Markus. We will try.
Where have all the flowers gone? I know where. Here you go to Lubera UK with all our breedings and thousands of more plants. Here you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and now pick the flowers.